they're tearing each other apart. Targeted individuals, psychic reading. So they're tearing each other apart. So what this feels like is it's got an air of that your attackers are starting to turn on one another. Okay, the focus has been shifted. They're looking at the bigger game. So I feel like what this collective has done is that they've kind of removed their energy. They've done something to kind of say enough's enough, and they've pulled their energy back. And what's then happened is, because you're no longer giving access to that energy, these attackers are turning on one another. Their justice in the reverse, is coming. They're going to fall. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Lord of the Waves and Waters. So there's somebody in Knight's energy. I'm drawn to the peacock. I'm drawn to the peacock at the top. There's some peacocking knight that is about to fall. They're going to be the first to fall. Death card. Okay, death card, rebirth. In this case, though, it's TI reading. Might mean, okay. Magician, you've done some magic. Could be return to sender. Could be something along those lines, or transmutation. And you've done it with valor. 6 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, they're turning on one another. Okay, so if we use my example, so back when I did my Christmas video, I basically said, look, everybody's kind of fallen into their own factions. They've aligned with their core event crew. And I said, what the new wave is going to do is we're going to hunker down in Bolsover. We're going to protect Bolsover, little old Bolsover. And we're going to let the big guns smash 7 shades of out of each other. Okay. So this would be, in my case, the point where the focus is shifting, because I've gone, do you know what? You lot do you. Okay. And I feel like this is similar to what this collective's doing. Okay. Fortitude. Okay. Daughter of the Flaming Sword. Okay. So this is basically like the strength card. Okay. So you found that fortitude, you found that strength, and you're pushing forwards. Okay. They don't, okay. I'm being told they don't know which way to turn. They don't know which way to turn. Okay. Heads are starting to roll, and it's that classic thing. And it comes up a lot with the readers that pop up in my feed, where they say, now that you've removed yourself from the situation, but the problem's still there, well, they can't blame it on you. And inevitably, what happens is, when you've got a group or a person ruling with power and fear, rather than accepting the inevitable, they then turn on their minions. It's your fault. You didn't do this right. You failed your mission. Da, 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 da. So there's heads that are starting to roll. Okay, you're going on to your sun cards. Your sun card has been activated. Okay, we've got a Princess of Cups in the reverse. So there's a Princess of Cups going down alongside the Knight of Cups. So it could indicate they're a kind of couple. High Priestess. Okay, you've followed your intuition. Okay, you've allowed source to guide you, universe. Okay, you've balanced the light and the dark within you. You've listened to your higher self. You've allowed source to guide you to one of a better phrase, victory. I'm being told it might not feel like you're getting your victory yet. There's still a little bit of still a little bit of stagnant energy that's waiting to filter through the ether to the 3D. But just sit tight, hunker down. You've done everything that's been asked of you. Don't question and doubt that. Okay. So Ace of Wands, Lord of the Root of the Power of Fire. So it's a flaming club. Justice in the reverse. So again, these people are going to get the justice they deserve. Okay. 7 of Swords, Lord of Unstable Effort. So all that hard work, all that effort you've put in, all the ups and downs and stuff like that, you're going to be taking control of it. You're going into Queen of Wands. Okay, so knowing your worth and value, not chasing, attracting. It's interesting because there's a lot been coming up for me recently with some readings that I've been having with somebody, where they've talked about starting to slip back a bit more into my feminine energy because of, due to my circumstances and the gang stalking, I've had to go very much into my masculine energy to protect myself. So I feel much like me, this collective is stepping, remembering that you need that feminine power there as well. Knight of Wands, Lord of the Flame of Lightning. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Wands protecting the Queen of Wands. So don't be surprised if somebody comes in. They're going to do a little bit of the kind of quote unquote fighting for you to start pushing this back. We then got the Lovers card. I don't really want to go for love, but what I want to go for here, and this came up in a reading, private reading I did. So you've got the chap there, and he's slaying the snake to free his lover from the chains. So somebody's coming in A knight's coming in to save the queen, you, okay? The Queen of Wands, you, okay? All that hard work and effort is paying off. Temperance, daughter of the reconcilers, okay? So in this card, the Temperance card is pouring water and lightning into a big bowl. So I do feel like you've got ethereal protection there. And because this is the alignment card, right, try and keep into alignment. Okay, I get it's really, really hard when you're constantly being triggered and fake accounts and silly comments, and it's all designed to affect your frequency. Lord of Victory in the reverse, Last Judgment in the reverse, Hanged Man. Okay, these people are going down. Okay, they are going down hard. Okay, heads will roll. So let's go on to the what's the tea. Just remind everybody I'm getting some new decks shortly. So mix it up a little bit. Threatening. Love on the brain. Any others? Photo proof. Right, so the main protagonist for you, and it's kind of just tying back to what I said there, power plays, controlling presence, you feel unsafe. I don't think that's you. I think that this is how the minions are starting to feel. Love on the brain. I don't want to go for love on the brain. I want to go lost in fantasy. Okay, this person, this collective that's after you, they're deluded, completely deluded. Photo proof, caught in the act, evidence saved, truth in plain sight. This is somebody that you have some photo proof of. It could be some like screenshots of conversations, images, and I'm always drawn on this that she's got a snake tattoo on her arm. So snake tattoos could be relevant. Okay, hold your head high. Okay, so it's almost like I want to say hunker down, but hold your head high whilst you're there. So it's not a case of hiding, it's a case of standing firm, keep doing what you're doing, okay, but don't get drawn into anything. Don't be surprised if some of the minions start trying to jump ship across to you. Okay, don't trust them, don't let them in. Okay, so what have we got there? Boss daddy, stable rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. Okay, this is how people are starting to see you. Okay, they're starting to actually see your worth and value. They're haunted, memories, flashback, trauma, side effects. Okay, shine. Okay, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. So yeah, just kind of remain firm, remain strong, keep your head held high, keep doing what you're doing. That's confirmation these people have been trying to stop you, cock blocking. In my case, it's trying to affect my my workflow. Love triangle, third party involved, torn between two multiple lovers. I feel like this is to do with the minions. They now feel trapped. Okay, not necessarily between you and another faction, but I feel like because what it feels like is that there's this main group, there's this main core, and they've been sending their minions into different other groups and stuff like that. They've probably tried to manipulate you along the way, but you've cut them off. You've gone, no, I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this stupid game. And now these minions are now trapped in this triangle. Ego, hurt ego getting in the way of relationships, etc. These people just need to kind of admit to themselves, to source, what they've done. Okay, take their karma and return back to the matrix, but that ego's kicking in. Okay, one more please. They're clout hungry, viral or nothing, lives for the attention, makes shiz up for drama. That's the main protagonist. Will do anything for popularity and to be seen as queen bee. Okay, they're jealous of your success, they're jealous of that light that you have within you, they're a narcissist. Okay, and they cannot face their trauma, but that's not on you. Keep shining bright. If that resonated, do comment. Okay, even if it's something like keep shining bright. If you want a personalized targeted individual psychic reading, they are available from just 15 quid for those. Sorry, you can find them in my link tree. My books are open for video chat as well. Whilst the rest give you fluff, the Warlock gives you the truth. Ta-ta.